This video is on meditation. Now what you need to do is get some kind of musical music. What do I mean by that? Well, some kind of nature sounds, or maybe light instrumental music, fairy music, that sort of thing. Not with a lot of singing, not like Beethoven either. Nothing like that. Just nice flowing music, you know, water sounds or whatever. There is a few people that I gave a CD to. Skip the first song, the second, third, fourth, etc., should be fine. But for all other people, try to find some kind of music where you can actually meditate to it without the song guiding you. It's got to be some kind of smooth, steady rhythm. That's the key. Okay. So after you get that music, you're going to put it in the CD player, because hopefully you're jotting down notes right now so you can do this meditation later. Why? Because you don't want to do it around metal or around your computer. No. This is not like a computer meditation, people. I'm so sorry. So jot down notes and then do this meditation later. Just you and your CD player. That way there's no interruption, you know, maybe a dark room, whatever. I do advise doing this meditation while you have your eyes closed. I know some people are afraid of the dark. Wah. Okay, if you're afraid of the dark, fine. Keep your eyes open. But you know, I really advise closing your eyes for this one. When you do have your eyes closed, you're going to picture a black screen, if you will, in your mind. Total blackness. Then you're going to wipe away this blackness, and there's going to be a huge tree in your mind with rough bark, roots digging deep into the ground, and these limbs of the tree are stretching up to the sky and branching off, reaching to the sky. This tree has very little leaves. That's right, that's what I want you to imagine. Rough bark, long roots, but very little leaves. This is all part of the meditation. Getting your mind to accept things. Your will above your physical bodies. The roots are digging deep into the ground, and this ground is very dry. Very few blades of grass at all. Very, very dry. You're going to focus on this. Obviously, the more you focus on this, the better the picture will get in your mind. Well, this is the ideal thing. Eventually, I want you to see things in first person, and this world eventually should become just as real as this plane of existence. So focus on this for like 15-20 minutes. Then after 15 or 20 minutes, this is what you're going to imagine. That this ground that the tree is on, well, you can feel it with your bare feet. You have a body, and the body's hands is touching the tree, the rough bark. You're going to give all kinds of detail to the rough bark, focusing on this. And then you start seeing things in first person. You start seeing through your body's eyes. You're not looking down at your body. You're trying to see through its eyes. You're seeing the tree, breathing the air. It's so beautiful, so peaceful there. You're going to concentrate on this for at least 20 minutes. At least. Obviously, once again, the more you do this, the more you'll feel one with this body. You'll be able to see through its eyes, etc., etc. When you're all done with this, whenever you get to this point, I want you to imagine that this rough ground that your bare feet is digging deep into with bare toes, dirt squishing in between your toes. After this is accomplished, the dry ground is going into a little bit of a slope as it goes on for a little while. It slopes down just a little bit, and then it stretches out this land, and it goes into a beach, which eventually goes into a sea. And the sea can be any color that you want. There's no limitations to the sea. But it's beautiful. And this world is beautiful. And that is the only thing in this world. Very important. I want you to think this, because it's, once again, training your mind to accept non-conditional things. And you're going along with the music. You're living in this world, you know, maybe going down a little bit to the slope, being very careful, walking finally until you get to the beach, playing on the beach, playing in the sea, and focusing on nothing else. There is nothing else in this world other than what I told you. And you're all alone. Focus on this for another, let's just say, hour and a half. And then keep on going back to this meditation. See if you can get this in a real kind of way. Try to see if you can get your mind to focus on this so much that it almost seems real, just as real as being in this plane of existence. Now that's meditation. And that's the first part of the meditation. This is called Ascension meditation. Descension meditation is going down deep inside of yourself. A lot of Eastern philosophy deals with that. But this is more of along the lines of metaphysical meditation, if you will, training your mind to accept things that it can't, you know, that it must accept for the given situation. Also, it's kind of getting you to detach the physical body from the mental body. And this is later on, needed later on in astral projection. So first is hardcore meditation like this, and then astral projection. And that could be the missing key.